Thousands of years ago, celestial beings made of ancient ancestors were born into this world through unknown means. They built a strong empire out of the magic that brought them to life, and found veins of this substance deep in the earth. They call it Anchor, or God's blood. They developed their society around the core and used it to create art and life. However, there was a darkness brewing in the bowels of the islands, as the Anchor was alive. The blood emerged from the earth, creating entitled who had souls darker from the night. A great war was waged against the humans. With their newfound magic, the celestial army drew the darkness back along with the rest of its spawns. Unfortunately, a curse befell the lands of ink, and their bodies grew uncontrollably volatile. They call it the Blood's Curse. An act to save everyone that many still question to this day, the celestial wizard YALL gave up his magic and created a machine to purify the Anchor deep in the veins and concentrate it into helping those of ink well. This period of peace did not last. However, greed overtook the Toon, as the machine would provide anything they wanted. Many ought to have it all to themselves. This greed turned to a lust for power that divided the Toons, the instability caused by the crumbling society only to awaken the Blood's Curse. This ended the golden era of peace, and panic swept the nation. Those affected by the Blood sought out Mickey, the mayor of Toonstown. Mickey realized he could not do this alone. Started a new order within the Inkwell. Toons were separated into factions, each led by the Stars elected leaders that would form parties to search for the Firebird ink machine. This plan would lead to devastation. Many Toons were lost, and Inkwell was forever divided. What began as a search for the cure turned into a deadly competition, which ultimately led the Stars to retreat to their own guides, locking themselves away from deadly disease and ravaged their home. What the Stars didn't know was that the ink machine had been torn apart by Celestials, with the main artifacts of the machine being divided among them. Finally, with no explanation, the Celestials disappeared. With no cure for the Blood, Toons began to lose hope in their champions. Many have gone missing, and more scrambled to the Blood. The rest are left to deal with the pieces left behind them. This is where our story begins.